I think one of the very important things that hasn't been mentioned so far tonight is what this is costing Aucklanders. Not only is it costing their own local representation, but it's costing $200 million so far. $200 million, the change, is costing Aucklanders. Not costing the government, but it's costing Aucklanders. And when we sat in the motel in Auckland and Parnell and heard the submissions, and Nikki Kay running up to them afterwards, anyone from her electorate, and say, smoothing things to her, and saying how hard she'd do to make changes, I've got to say, there was the government rattling through the purses and wallets of Aucklanders to find $200 million for the transition. And that is really important. People are having to buy into something that they normally, if you ask them, do they want in, they'd say no. But it is interesting that we have a government that is rushing through this, and I think that if they are really listening, they will make more changes to the bill. I have a supplementary order paper and that supplementary order paper makes amendments to increase the public accountability of all CCOs of the Auckland Council. Very, very important. People want to have some say. You know, one of the things I learnt, I've been in politics a long while, 3 years as a councillor, 9 years as a mayor and 20 years as an MP. And one thing I always found out is the Tories always believe in doing deals behind closed doors. That's right, they always do. And of course the government has a mishmash where they're going to have 3 of the CCOs to be able to say and the others won't. So this supplementary order paper of mine will bring some accountability. You know, sunlight actually disinfects. If you have some people being involved, it's better. Well, there's the member who last night struggled in Papakura talking to people, the member from one of the Hamilton seats who really struggled. He started to make things up, some of his answers, which I made quite a few notes. However, what I've got to say is we want to make sure that this is open as possible. Now, when you have a government appointing CCOs before the new council even starts, then you have people who are suspicious. And look, Auckland's got lots of people who are suspicious of the government. And I'm saying to the government, you're going to make them more suspicious because they believe in being able to talk to their local people. Now, their local people, what powers are they going to have? They don't know yet. They don't know. And of course, the Maori representation, what's going to happen there? Well, we believe on this side very firmly there should be Maori representation. And I've got to admire Tauhanari for, in the second bill, going with Shane Jones as a subcommittee, and I think even Hone Harawira was there, going around the rise getting views. But last time, no, the Maori Party now think it's more important to go to New York than to go to Auckland. And I think that's something they should be ashamed of. We have the opportunity to try and make this bill even better. There were a lot of changes from when the bill came into the House to when it was reported back. But those changes aren't sufficient to make Aucklanders feel confident, to make Aucklanders feel they're getting something that's going to be better. Yes, Aucklanders know there's plenty wrong with their local government at the moment. People in Papakura know that 11% rate increase this year is outrageous. But they don't know about the $200 million that they're going to have to help cough up to pay for the transition. And that is really something I think that people should be aware of. And as we move forward, I think that this debate will widen and we'll see some National Party people who are on the committee getting up and speaking. We haven't seen many of them yet, and I think we should do.
The Honourable Tauhanari.
Tarofa, lau awhionga I te whawhonga whetalai. Tarofa, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair. Manuia whawhetai. Yeah, see? Born in the hood, Mr. Speaker. Born and raised in the hood, Mr. Chair. Didn't know that, did our Ross Robertson. But never mind, they don't know a hell of a lot on the other side, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I wanted to concentrate a little bit on the local board plans. Now, sir, I'm